Hey there YouTube, how's it going? Parrish Plays here with my July PSA return, and it's a good one. So most of these cards came from Collecticon Orlando, so this might be my best submission yet. So stick around, you're going to want to see all the cards, but here's a little teaser for you. But now, I know the reason you guys are all here, see the giveaway winner. The winner of the beautiful Charizard here in a mint 9. It's going to pop up on the screen in 3, 2, 1. Right there. Congratulations. All you got to do is reach out to me. Let me know your mailing address, and I'll get that sent out to you free of charge. No shipping charge or anything like that. If someone reaches out to you wanting you to pay shipping, that's not me. So it'll be free, US only. So congratulations to you again. So to get entered into this giveaway, all you got to do is like this video, subscribe to my channel, and of course leave a comment below. And I'm going to add in, watch 5 minutes of this video. I see you guys in here. You get in here, you leave a comment, and you bolt. I see you. It's okay for the algorithm, but I see you. So you got to watch 5 minutes of this video. YouTube analytics will let me know if you watched. So watch 5 minutes, and then you'll be entered to win this one. And like I said, this one could be a good one. So let's get right into it. I'm not going to waste your time here. This first card, beautiful card. Love this Charizard from Paldean Fates. Again, I bought this at Collecticon Orlando, as you'll see with the majority of the cards here, and this one just looks beautiful. This is probably my favorite card of Scarlet and Violet so far, and might even be my favorite modern card. I mean, this card is just so sweet. The colors on this thing, the red and the black, just gorgeous, and they covered up his hat pretty nicely, so you can hardly even notice it. So, love that card. This one here, another banger. This one from Sword and Shield, the Vaporeon VMAX. This is my favorite of the Evolution promo cards, those three, Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon, but this Vaporeon's amazing. Love all the Pokemon in the background there. Absolutely beautiful card. Another Collecticon, so happy to have that one at a 10. And sticking with the water theme, this Blastoise here. Love the texture on this 151. I sent quite a bit of 151 here. And this was one of the few that got a 10. I did pretty well in the submission overall. Give a slight spoiler alert. I got about 50% gem mint 10 rate, a little bit higher, so can't complain about that. Alakazam here, another beautiful card. Again, the plan is to get all of these Secret Illustration rares in a 10, so I'm happy to have the collection off to a good start. So far, I've been selling them all just because, you know, the prices have been high, but as prices come down, now I can start kind of stocking them away, putting them in my personal collection, and I'll be comfortable with that. Celebration Charizard here, got not one, but two. I bought, I think, 5 from Collecticon. They were all over. I saw this card. So many vendors had this card, and even raw still. So bought the ones that looked cleanest. I think I ended up buying 5 total, so I sent 2 in the submission. Lucky enough to both get those 10s, and again, I always shout out Dan Catch 'em All Collectibles, but these Celebrations cards, great, so nice. They're such an easy play. What I've been doing to kind of separate myself is I sell these as a set. So you see here I got the Blastoise, and then I got the Venusaur as well. So I'll sell all 3 of these as a set, and it not only saves me shipping, but I've been lucky enough to be able to get a little bit of a premium on these, and people are buying them like crazy. So I actually don't have any in stock right now because they just sell so fast. Even with a little marked up premium. I've even been able to do that with the gem mint, or the mint 9s, even the ones that don't hit gem mint 10. So happy to have those because those sell just so nice. I was joking on my live stream. I said my next submission just needs to be 50 of these cards. And it's not that crazy of an idea actually, so maybe. This Ogerpon is the one from the Pokemon Center with that sweet Pokemon Center promo on there, and this card looks beautiful. Ogerpon's kind of a weird Pokemon. I didn't like the DLC that featured Ogerpon. It wasn't that great. It was a decent story, but it just wasn't that great. It didn't catch me as much as the second DLC did. So Ogerpon's not my favorite, but this card is just absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous texture on it, gorgeous colors. And actually the Pokemon Center promos from the last set, I think Paradox Rift or Temporal Forces, they sold really well on eBay. I think I sold them both for like 150 bucks in a 10. So I'll probably be selling this because I checked eBay and it didn't look like there were any there. So I might be first to market play on that, which would be great to get because normally I don't. This Pikachu V, I've been trying to get this one in a 10 for a long time. I think I have I have sold 4 of these in a 9. Could never get the 10, and then the one that's so off-centered left to right is the one that gets the 10. So PSA, explain yourself. Happy to have this one in a 10. This one's staying with me. I've got the VMAX in a 10, so now that V will go right alongside it. Rayquaza VMAX. Rayquaza is not my favorite Pokemon, but he is a fan favorite, so I'll probably be selling this. Trainer Gallery has been kind of going crazy recently, but they've retraced a little bit. We'll see if that translates to the PSA 10s selling any better or not. Sales have really been slow so far this summer. I think people are just, out having fun, not buying Pokemon cards. So it's a little bit of a slow time here, as I'll mention at the end. This Raikou V I opened in a degenerate pack opening. Crown Zenith is still the best set of Sword and Shield, no doubt. So can't even argue me in the comments. It's so good. It's got the best pull rates, and that's what really separates it from Evolving Skies. Pull rates are just so fun. So able to open this with one of those Black Friday boxes that I had laying around. So when I get the itch, I love opening Crown Zenith because the hits are so good and the pulls look amazing. This Galarian Rapidash V, beautiful card. Another one that was off-centered to the left to right, but apparently it fell within PSA standard. So happy to have this one, but you'll see later, like some of these that got a 10, I felt like shouldn't have gotten 10s, and then some that got 9s and even 8s, I felt like should have gotten a 10. So it was interesting, very interesting submission, this one. Pikachu from 151. Love this card. Features so many Pokemon on there. It's just such a cool card. I've been trying again to get this one in 10 and hadn't been successful. These art rares are really hard to grade. So I'm hoping to have from 151 all of the secret illustration rares and then one of each of the starters. And I include Pikachu in there. So that'll be sweet to have all those. So that one step further towards my personal collection. Radiant Charizard, this one is from Crown Zenith, and then this one's from Pokemon Go. Bought both of these from the same vendor in Collecticon. They were just sitting in a binder. Took them out, paid probably $5 each for them. They looked clean and able to get the 10s. These sell really well. And again, I'm a Charizard boy. Fight me in the comments if you want, but he's still the GOAT. Love him. Then I had a whole bunch of baby shinies. I've opened a lot of Paldean Fates, and that means I have a ton of shinies. So I tried to grade some of the fan favorites that I thought might sell well. Sneasel's a pretty cool shiny, being so pink. I love the shinies where they drastically change how they look. I don't like, the ones like Raikou where they don't really change much. I'd much prefer a total change of color like that. So I personally like Sneasel. We'll see if it sells. Entei, I've already actually got one of these on eBay, but it's a little bit high priced. Now that I've got two, I'll probably list that one pretty low. Ditto, this one sells pretty well. I've already sold one. Just look at him. How can you not be happy looking at that guy? Absolutely love him. Oh, something interesting to note though, this PSA slab, I saw someone on Twitter, or X now, complaining that their card was shuffling around in the PSA slab. And as I was testing a few of these, and this one was really bad. I don't know if you can hear it. I should pause the music real quick. Hang on, let me see if you can hear this. Let me pause the music. Can you hear that? How bad it's shaking around in there? Like, that's really concerning, because if it shakes around in there, it's bumping up, right up against that, and right up against that. So your 10 card is not going to remain a 10 very long if it's able to move around in the slab. So, like I said, I shook a whole bunch of these. This was the only one that was really noticeable to me, but it was very noticeable and kind of surprising, kind of alarming. So, something to look out for with PSA. I will say they got this back to me in 5-6 weeks, which has been the standard this whole year, which is great, but if you're sacrificing quality to get it out a little bit faster, it might not be as good. So this one's fun. Again, Collecticon, I wanted a memento, so my wife and I opened a 151 booster box, Japanese, and the pulls weren't amazing, and you'll see the pulls that I got in here, but the one cool one we got was the Master Ball Raichu. Happy to have this, and because it was the first Master Ball, first Japanese box I've ever opened, and a fun Collecticon memento, we'll be holding on to this one. Happy to get the Raichu. Wish it was the Pikachu, obviously, but Raichu's still pretty cool. I've always liked Raichu, ever since the originals. He had a funny-looking sprite in red and blue, and he's always been a favorite of mine because of that funny-looking sprite. More from that 151 box, and you'll see here, these are my not 10 pile. A lot of Japanese did not grade well in this submission, which is totally bizarre, because normally that's like 95% gem and 10 rate, and that was not the case this time. But Charmeleon, our illustration rare, happy to get that one. Again, Charizard boy, so happy to get the middle child here. He's hanging out up here, being an angsty teenager, but cool card to have. I think I actually have the Charmander in Japanese too, so maybe I'll get that graded and kind of get the whole set. Love this Snorlax card. This is a promo from our 151 ETB, but in Japan. You have to pull it from the booster box, so I was lucky enough to pull it. I do like this card. It's less value because it's so easily available to get in English, so not the greatest one to pull. But again, the centering on this one was actually really bad left to right again. So I'm not sure if, you know, with that Japanese 151 reprint, if they're kind of reprinting faster, like, you know, to try to keep up. And like in English, the card quality might begin to suffer because of it. So I'm not sure. Primeape here, and along with the Pidgeotto, these are just Gen 1 that I got from the same box that I thought might sell well because they're Gen 1. I think Pidgeotto will do fine. I think they'll both do fine. I think price charting was only like 25 bucks, which is hardly anything, but Gen 1 they should sell. Again, I'm all about Pokemon that'll sell. Now this derpy boy, we bought a shiny treasure box from Collecticon as well, and looking for the Charizard, hoping to get something big, and we pull this derpy boy. So kind of funny, but what I'll do is, since I graded him, I wanted a memento from that box as well, so this little derpy boy will be my memento from that. Just look how derpy he looks. I mean, it's still pretty cool, don't get me wrong, but when you're looking for any secret illustration rare and you get one per box, you're hoping for something a little bit better than a Clodsire full art. It is what it is. He's still cool though, so I'll keep that one as a memento. So I'm actually keeping quite a bit of those 10s, so normally I try to sell them all. Gonna be keeping a lot of them. Now this one, my favorite Sword and Shield card, I think, is the Charizard VMAX here. Again, I love the VMAX. I just love the thought of huge Pokemon. It's just so cool. They look really cool. I think they did a really cool with all of the alt arts that they did with VMAXs. I think those look amazing. And this kind of has that feel, even though it's, you know, obviously not an alt art, but still a really cool card. And I'm a sucker for shiny Charizard, so this one came back a 9. I thought it looked pretty good. I might actually crack some of these. I've never cracked some of these, but it looked like with this submission, it was like a coin flip on if I got a 10 or a 9 with these. So I might actually just crack it and see kind of what happens. See if I can get some more 10s instead of those 9s. But still happy to have this card. I'll probably end up selling it. Hopefully I can break even. That's the hope, is that you break even on these 9s and then you win on the 10s and kind of do it that way. Now this is a funny one. This is one I've graded I think 3 times now. Can't ever get to 10, but the one I have in my personal collection right now is an 8. So I will be upgrading with this 9, selling the 8, and then if we go again, I'll be sending another one to try to get the 10. I really want to get a Gem Mint 10 of every Charizard in this this set, this block, Scarlet Violet. I think that would be fun. A little challenge for me, so we'll have to send another one. I sent so many Charizards with the submission. This was actually the first card I bought at Collecticon. Again, thought it looked good. Only had a little bit of, you know, it was a little bit thick on top, but thought it was still good. But came back a 9. You can't win them all. Again, you hope to break even. Now this is one that I was really hoping for a 10. Well, and the next one, because I don't have this in a 10 either. I've got this in a 9 already. Saw it in Collecticon, thought it looked good. Yeah, paid even a little bit more for it because the rainbow cards are going crazy. Thought I could get a 10, didn't. Hopefully the rainbow cards going crazy though are translating to the PSA cards selling a little bit better. So hopefully it sells alright. This one I was super upset about. This one looked so clean. Bought it from Collecticon, looked super well centered, super clean. So again, I don't normally crack my cards, but this one might be one where I crack and resend it because this one just looked so good. I thought for sure I'd get a 10, but like I said, it seemed like it was just a coin flip. Every other card seemed to be getting 9, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10. So again, that's the subjectivity of it all. Pikachu VMAX, again, I already have this in a 10, so I was looking to sell this. Look clean. Again, sucker for huge Pokemon, and the trainer gallery is really cool because it features both of them. Some people love the trainer card, some people love the Pokemon. This is best of both worlds. And Giant Pikachu, can't go wrong. Would have been fun to have a Giant Pikachu boy in both forms in a 10, but 9 and sorry. My favorite card from 151 here, this Zapdos. I absolutely love this card, featuring all the birds. It's just beautiful artwork. The blue on here really pops. The texture goes hard. I absolutely love this card. My favorite card of 151. Even better than the 3 starters. Just beautiful card. My favorite. So a little bit sad to get this in a 9 because like I said, I'm hoping to get them all in a 10. So I'll end up, actually, I was going to say I'll end up selling this, but again, I'm almost to the point where I should hold these, but I'm pretty sure a reprint of 151 in English will be coming, and that'll probably tank the price of these singles. So I'll probably end up offloading it, and then again waiting till further down the line till we get another reprint. Tulip, this was a card that I pulled myself. Thought it had a chance. Definitely off-centered left to right, so not too upset about that, but it is what it is. Again, hopefully I can break even, but I pulled it myself. So as Miriam, I can't ever get this in a 10. It cursed. If you saw my last video, you saw the one I got that came back a 4 because it got mangled in the mail. So I just don't have any luck with Miriam. I really should stop, but my wife's a nurse, and I'd love to get this card in a 10. And I just can't, so I'll probably be going again. Really want this card in a 10 for her. That would just be fun to have. So if you got any Miriams, look me up. I'll buy them. Drowsy, beautiful art rare card, illustration rare. I love all the illustration rares in the Scarlet and Violet set. Problem is they're very hard to grade, so got another 9 here, but absolutely love this card. They've been going up in price, these illustration rares, so hopefully this Drowsy has gone up in price and I can sell into that strength, even though it's a 9. Venusaur here, Celebrations in a 9. Again, 9s are not the end of the world with Celebrations, but I sent 6 cards and only 1 got a 9. So Celebrations grades really easy. And then even if you get a 9, you can sell them as a set. And again, I've been doing well selling them as a set, but marking the price up. And people want to buy them just for the set. Instead of trying to deal with 3 sellers, they get 1 seller, 1 package, they get all 3 cards. It's been working pretty well. This Mew is the second card I bought in Collecticon. Started off the day with 2 gold cards. Love this Mew. The texture is amazing. Shiny card. Full art. I'm a sucker for gold cards. It was definitely off-centered, but other than that, looked pretty good. So shocked to get the 9, but again, all things considered, I can't be too upset. And this one I really shouldn't have sent. Again, it's the same thing. Look, these Japanese cards normally all 10s all day, but like you can see how clearly off-centered this thing is. So it's like not even, I'm not surprised this got a 10, and I really shouldn't have sent this in, but just the way that Japanese was in the past, I was just surprised to see the quality go down on this. So I'm not sure if that has to do with the reprint and they're printing way more or what, but again, bought this Collecticon, and again, in hindsight, I shouldn't have sent it, but PSA is pretty lenient on this. This is one I opened myself, Daisy's Help, from the 151 box again, so pretty cool to get an extra in your box, but it was just a full art of Daisy, so it is what it is. I'm not a huge fan of the trainer cards, but again, surprising that these are getting 9s at all. Another one, I got pretty lucky on the boxes in that 2 of them had, you know, these full art trainer cards, which is amazing, but not what I was looking for. And then even worse to get a 9 on them. So if they'd gotten 10s, it would be hyped because they probably would have paid for the boxes themselves. Nemona's cool though. I like Nemona as a character. She was fun. That ultra competitive rival. So she was cool. Again, Dragonair, beautiful card. Shocked this got a 9 normally. And actually, if all my Japanese had gotten 10s, my submission rate, or my gem in 10 rate would have been really, really good. So I'm really not upset about this submission at all. Just surprised at the quality in the Japanese cards. So that's something to keep an eye out, especially with these newer sets, because again, this was all 151 Shiny Treasures, and this one's, I think, Crimson Haze is the Japanese set for this. And again, I got 2 of these, both in a 9, but beautiful card. In English, it's going crazy, so if you're looking for a cheaper alternative, definitely take a look at the Japanese EVs, because they're super cheap now, and especially, I mean, if you want it graded, you can pick up a 9 for just about the price of raw plus 10 bucks usually. So if you're looking for value, definitely look at the 9s. Again, I don't even know why I graded this. I thought Cleffa might be popular as a baby Pokemon, and I thought Japanese, it'll go 10, but nope, got a 9. My biggest disappointment of the entire submission, this Charizard. Again, it looked good. I'm not sure what's wrong with it. I'll have you take a look, see if you guys see anything here. There's obviously something, and really, you know, realistically, it's probably some surface issue, some sort of surface scratching that I can't see, because I'm not as good at seeing that. I don't have a microscope or anything like that. I do a lot of this, you know, I spend 5 seconds looking at it, and if it looks good, I send it. So, not sure what I'm going to do on this one. In fact, I might, now that I'm thinking about it, I might crack it and just keep it in the binder, because I'm actually missing a raw copy of this from my 151 binder, and that would complete the 151 set. So as much as it would hurt to take a total loss on this, I I did get it from Collecticon, so I could say it's my Collecticon piece and finish my 151 binder, so I might have just talked myself into that. Special delivery Charizard, I don't even know where I got this one. I think I got it off TCG Player because it's a $40 card that if you get a 10 can sell for 200, which is a pretty good turnaround, but somehow got an 8. A lot of these are off-centered. I've actually got 2 of these myself in a 10, and both are off-centered just like this, but are apparently well enough within 60-40 that they got a 10, so I took my shot with this one, but there must be some sort of surface issue or scratch that I missed to get an 8, but it is what it is. You'll take a loss there. Again, you hope to lose more than you... Oh, no. You hope to win more than you lose, obviously, and make it all work out. So, Near Mint 8, again, on this Lapras. Absolutely love this card. In case you can't tell, I love water. Love the water Pokemon. Love the water aesthetic. All these cards look amazing when they have the Pokemon in the background swimming around in the ocean. It just looks so cool to me. Except it's got a Pelipper and Wingull. Whoops. And Wingull is, like, literally my least favorite Pokemon, because it's just a seagull. Shout out to Sincere. But I'll overlook that because this card's sweet. So wanted it in a 10, got an 8. Those art rare cards are really hard to grade. Another one, Japanese 8. That's like unheard of. That's like more rare than a 10. It is what it is. Mimikyu, popular Pokemon. It should at least sell in an 8, even though I'll be losing. And then Eevee in an 8. Again, these art rare cards are typically pretty hard to grade because there's so much surface issue and it's so easy to scratch the surface. So this one will actually be the giveaway card of today's video. So again, if you want to enter into this giveaway, all you gotta do is like the video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment saying what your favorite card of the submission was, and then you gotta watch at least 5 minutes of this video, which if you're watching to the very end here, you're gonna have 5 minutes. So I appreciate you guys watching. Again, I'm doing one of these per month, trying to get into some other content too, either opening or maybe some market analysis stuff. Let me know in the comments what you guys like, what you guys want to see from me. And again, going over the numbers here on the side, I think in the end I made about $1,000 by grading these. So you can ask, is grading worth it? Should I grade? All that stuff. And I can get into that if you want a whole video on that. But for high level view, I made $1,000 with the submission. And that looks great, but the problem is liquidity and cash flow. I'll put all these cards up on eBay here in this next week or so, but they're not all going to sell this month, so I spent the $800 up front to get them graded, and I'm probably not going to get that $800 back, at least not this month. I hope to get it back within the next month or two. I've been selling about 1 card a day, but to get all this back, I'd have to sell 50 cards, which is almost 2 a day, and I'm just not selling that. So we'll see when the later half of the year comes, holidays start rolling in. Like I said, it's been really slow in summer so far, but I kind of think that's the general consensus. We'll see again how the Japanese market affects things. The Japanese market is down really low right now, and if you're grading 9s and 8s, it's going to be awful. So I might start grading less Japanese. I didn't grade a ton of Japanese in the first place, but because it's so cheap, I've been opening a lot of it, so I've been grading more. But if they're not going to come back at 10, I'm probably not even going to be grading it. So again, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys hanging out. As always, leave a comment, like the video, it goes a long way for the algorithm. I appreciate you guys watching. Hope you have a great day. See you next time. Peace.